If you're not gonna join me, I'd like to put my clothes back on. I'm wondering if it's honorable to kill me like this.
Nope, that was not a cheap knockoff Star Wars porn parody. That was indeed a scene from this week's episode of The Acolyte. A Star Wars show marketed for kids just included a scene where the male antagonist fully exposed himself to a female character. This show certainly has a lot of firsts for Star Wars. I guess including lesbian space witches just wasn't taking things far enough. This is clearly important to the plot. I never thought these two characters could continue to develop, build rapport, or further the plot unless Osha saw Smilo Ren's meat saber. They say, write what you know. Unfortunately, this is all Leslie Headland does know. After being the personal assistant to corrupt Hollywood executive and convicted rapist Harvey Weinstein, and managing every aspect of his personal and professional life, of course the only thing she knows is for clearly established evil men to expose themselves to vulnerable women. Like I have said in previous videos, she is clearly the most experienced and most qualified applicant to direct a Star Wars show for kids. This episode lingers on, as the writers try and make you feel bad for this newly introduced Sith, and hope you just forgot he murdered a bunch of Jedi just a few moments earlier. The only other plot point you need to know is that the twins, Osha and May, literally swap places in a way I'm pretty sure we have all seen before. Osha and Smilo Ren are on some unknown planet. Yes, they labeled the planet unknown because the writers were either that bad or were too lazy to come up with a name. Maybe they have sexual tension, as we just had Osha staring down at Smilo's naked body, master and apprentice vibes, maybe hostage and kidnapper situation going on. I have no clue, as the beats change frame to frame because the writers are just as lost as I am, trying to piece this mess together. May is now on the Jedi ship and wants to kill Master Soul as she sneaks up on him with a knife in her hand, but then just lets him walk by, and she had the opportunity to stab him multiple times. And then the he/they pronoun rodent sniffs out May as an intruder and proceeds to attack her and hump her leg. Don't believe me?
Hey, relax, hey, relax.
We continue on with a newly introduced and extremely effeminate white male Jedi named Mog Adana, now only one of two white males seen so far in this series. This character is a true soy boy who speaks so softly and scared it's like the actor drew inspiration from a scared little dog who wets himself every time a leaf flutters outside. It's embarrassing and it's a statement. In Star Wars, it's okay to have a strong, dominant, and masculine character, so long as they are a woman. And you can have white characters, as long as they are weak, frail, and submissive. And for those who say the critics of this woke garbage are just making this up, check out this article from The Interval, where they interviewed Leslie Headland on writing, directing, and creating. When asked how directing and writing has been for her, she answers with, "Yes, it would be nice to make a masterpiece every time I make a film. That would be something awesome. And I'm sure if I put all of my energy into it, some version of that might happen. But I'm really enjoying working on multiple things at once and interacting with multiple people and indemnifying female playwrights and female filmmakers specifically, but all people that are not white guys." In the same article, Leslie Headland is asked about mentorship when it comes to developing her craft as a writer and a director. She answers with, "The people who have really inspired me the most are my peers. The feedback that I get from the women that work for me is invaluable to me, and I hope that I've created an environment where I'm like, you can tell me it doesn't work. I want to know it doesn't work." Whereas most of the men that I have worked for when I was coming up, it was this terrifying idea that, oh, I have to make everybody feel better or they're going to fire me. Wow, that did not age well. The plot continues to bore throughout as we follow the terrible acting from Leslie Headland's wife, named Rebecca Henderson, who plays the Jedi Master girl boss named Master Venetia Rowe, who is running around trying to investigate what happened to all the Jedi that were killed. Oh, and we got to see her purple BDSM whip. I mean, her lightsaber. You sold out, George. This is all your fault. And that's it. The show ends with Osha putting on Smilo Ren's helmet and you just hear her breathe as the credits roll. This was another absolutely boring and unimaginative episode like the rest. And yes, there are more episodes after this, unfortunately. This show just refuses to end, and all $180 million used for this show will have been absolutely flushed down the toilet. Will it get worse? Oh, I am sure they will find a way. Stay tuned for further.